All right, so we've looked at more of kind of like the minimalist setup.
Yep.
We went through with Aaron.
Yep.
I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm packing about as much stuff as I can.
Right.
Maximalist, I guess you call it.
Yep.
As you can see, got tripod, water bladder, camera lights, GoPros, extra microphones, spare batteries, power banks, all kinds of stuff.
I know you run at least 5 GoPros on a cell phone.
That's true. Yeah.
All right, we've only got one here right now. But yeah, so we've got an M2 kit on Greg here, and spin around this way, you can see. So these are our vertical pockets. This is an add-on. This is an option that you can purchase with, or later on, you know, with your vest if you decide that you need that extra real estate. So these work just like our horizontal pockets. They have the vertical molly, and inside of each one of them we have 2 of our malice clips. These are a little bit longer because it's a longer pocket, and they lace in the exact same way that your horizontal pockets that we covered earlier with Aaron. So they're going to go right here, lace in the same way. So that's where they're positioned. Greg, what do you want where?
Probably GoPro, spare batteries on my right side.
Okay, so we're just going to show you kind of the volume and what you can throw in here. We're going to throw that there. Oh, that handle barely fits in there. Spare battery, drop it there. And this is I think you said that was a spare battery. I don't know what you said that was. All right, that's the right side.
Okay.
All right, turn around the other way. What do you want over here?
Left side we'll do camera light, spare microphone, and a power bank.
All right, let's see if we can get that in there. Camera light's pretty good size, but I think we'll be okay. Drop that in there. And then we'll throw our power bank in there with the cord, and then that mic. And then we've got our chunky tripod, and here's a 3-liter water bladder. So what we'll do, obviously this is going to have to go in the main bird bag, in the main pocket.
Right.
But what we'll do is we'll put his water bladder in, and you can put this in 2 different configurations. You can run it horizontally here, or we can run it vertically and hang it from the hook. And I'm going to show you both ways, and you can decide whichever way you want to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and unbuckle this, just so I can expand this for now a little bit. And that pocket that we showed you earlier, the horizontal pocket here in the back, inside the bird bag, what side do you want your hose to come up? Over your shoulder?
Right side.
Right side? All right, so I'm gonna spin it that way. That way we've got the maximum amount of hose over on his right side. Let me just shove that down in there. And then the hose. So something I want to point out on bladders, there are a lot, you can turn around here, it's fine. There are a lot of them out there, a bunch. And so this particular source bladder, this hose does not disconnect from the bladder. It's affixed on there, but a lot of your Camelbacks and stuff, they actually have a snap lock, and they plug in and they seal. So the hoses that unplug, we have this plastic loop right here on top of the yoke. So you'd unplug it and you can run it through there. You can see this mouthpiece is not going to fit through here at all. So there's kind of a built-in hack, so to speak, for your hoses that won't fit through that you want to bring around up front. So the hack is built into your horizontal pockets. So we're going to open up this horizontal pocket over here, and we're going to take that zipper pull right there. We're going to pop that off just like that. We're going to lace that right through there, and now you can take the very large mouthpieces and go right through there. You're dialed.
Perfect.
All right, so we've got this, spin back around this way. We've got this laying in here horizontally. How's that feel? Do you want to lay it there? Do you want to put it vertically? Here, I'll show them vertically too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to grab it, tilt it up. This particular one, almost every water bladder has a string, a loop, something built into it that you can hook onto. So we've got our hook right here. I'm just going to lock this in here. There we go. So as he's drinking that and as he's draining it, it's still going to stay vertical and it'll stay centered back there. So we've got some options here. We can run this vertically here. You may have to use a compression kit, part of a compression kit, which we made to attach these loops to somehow come around and put in there if you wanted to run it vertically, or we can just shoot it off over here to the side, bury it all the way down there in that corner, and it just about fits in there. It's pretty close. We got the fluid head sticking out here.
And it usually does when you put tripods in a vest like that. So that's no big deal at all.
So we're gonna go ahead and take our buckle that was holding this this bird bag collapsed together. We're gonna take it, we're gonna extend it, gonna plug it back in, gonna cinch it down. He's carrying a fairly substantial amount of weight in here. If you think about the 3 liters of water and this. So what you could actually do, we've got some yoke adjustment here. If you wanted to get this more centered up toward your back, you could take this yoke and we could really cinch this up here. Yep. and kind of get more of that weight up here in the small of your back. Yep. Again, this waist belt, this whole thing, it's a very integrated system. Everything is made to work together. That, you know, this yoke carries that load very well. You know, the hip belt, it's all made, you know, to do its job, and here you're working it. So
that's awesome.
That's a loaded out kit.
Loaded out kit for turkey hunting. We'll do the same thing for deer hunting with all the camera gear. Like, this is just going to be just a year-round vest. So yeah, that's loaded out. We're going to show a very minimalist, streamlined version next.